Good morning. So this is one of my newer accounts I picked up. You're looking at it. This is about it. And then underneath that sign, and then just a tad bit up there with the weed whacker. Nothing crazy. It's just a local bar here, but it's $75. Bi-weekly. I know you guys are like, $75 a week, that's crazy, but no, it's $75 bi-weekly. As you can tell, it's pretty overgrown. I didn't think it would grow this much, honestly. A lot of weeds, in case you couldn't tell. A bunch of weeds. I don't really think they care too much about their property, what it looks like, but yeah, we're gonna go collect a paycheck here shortly for this. I've cut it once before, and then I'm trying to get everybody to pay on the first of the month, or right around the first couple of days of the month. That's when I'm going to try to collect payments. Everybody gets an email from me that I do their lawn care. It goes out automatically first of the month. Everybody gets one. So my app sends out invoices to everybody on the first of the month for the previous month's work. So one little tip I would tell you guys is, if you can get people to pay per service, that's one thing. And the only reason I say that, and it sounds cruel, is because if you send somebody like a $200 bill or a $250 bill, you know, $300 bill, it's, you know, it's going to be a little bit harder for them to make that payment versus if you're just sending them a $50, $60, $70 bill once a week. And I lost somebody this year when I sent the invoice over. He texted me and he said, "Brian, what is this?" And I said, "That's for May 2nd and then for May 30th for mowing." And he dropped me because he told me that I didn't text him before I came on the 30th to mow. But he was a bi-weekly for $60, and I absolutely hated the yard that I didn't like any of it, because he would always skip all the time, and then it was a pain. So having him drop me was awesome. It was probably one of the best things that could have happened to me. But he's gone, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I have this bi-weekly and then one other bi-weekly, and I just really don't want to text that other bi-weekly and tell him I'm not doing bi-weeklies anymore. But I might have to drop him all together, because he's 15 minutes away from my closest client to him. And it sucks, because I know the moment I drop him, the moment I get rid of him, is going to be when 5 other people that are his neighbors call me and ask me to come do quotes for lawn care. That's just how it happens. But he's a $70 bi-weekly, and he's just not worth it. He's too far out of my way. He's not even close to my house. So those are the kind of decisions you got to make, you guys. But if you're just starting out and you only have a couple accounts, maybe keep everybody you can, because you're going to go for the experience, and then also the word of mouth. It helps, because a lot of people will talk about you if you do good work. But I'm going to get to this one, you guys, real quick. Give this one a cut. It looks like I got maybe 10, 11 lawns to do today, so we're going to get this done. And nice scooter. This town is such a crap hole, I swear. There's like nothing good about this town. I can't believe I'm still here after 30 years. It's really just a really crappy town. I want to move so bad. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it, you guys. See ya. Well, awesome news, you guys. I got a flat tire on my mower, but luckily there's a store literally right across the street that has an air compressor. So I just went over there real quick and pumped it up, because I just checked my tires on Sunday or Saturday, whatever day I did all the stuff to my mower, and everything was perfectly fine. But the reason why I checked them was because the other day I was mowing someone's yard, and I accidentally got too close to their fence, and they had a long bolt sticking out, and my tire actually rubbed right against it, and you can see a nice gouge on my tire. But it wasn't leaking oil, but I'm guessing there's a very small leak in there somewhere, and it's probably getting worse the more I'm driving on it. So I am gonna try to spray the crap out of it with Flex Seal and see if that seals it up, and if not, I gotta get a new tire, and I think they're like 120 bucks, so that sucks. If I do have to get a new tire, I'm just gonna order 2. And the other problem is I don't know if I'm gonna be able to replace it myself, or I'm gonna have to bring it somewhere and like actually use a tire machine. So that sucks, but just want to let you guys know that it happens. I'm still not going to buy Tweels because that's just stupid. That is an awesome setup. Look at that. Oh, they had 2 Wright standard ZKs on there, and then they had the big old Billy Goat blower on there too. That thing was sweet. Plus it was I think it was one of those Isuzus, the flatbed trucks. That was cool though. But yeah, I'm not buying Tweels. I'm not spending $1,200 on Tweels, just, you know, and then you get crap traction or whatever, and then do I buy Tweels, you guys? This is the second flat I've had now. Not on this mower. I had one on that one. That one has over 650 hours on it. I got my first flat tire, and then this one has 50 hours, and because I ran into something, I kind of got a flat tire. But do I get the Tweels? I mean, this is some downtime. That took like 30 minutes for me to do all that, mainly because I had to wait in line to use the air. There was 2 people in front of me. One person had to put air in every single one of his tires on his car. I'm like, dude, go get the stuff fixed. Oh my God. But no, Tweels, like, is it worth it, the 1,200 bucks? Because some people say, you know, once you have them, you've got them for a long time. And I'm also gonna just say this right here, right now. They do look amazing on the mowers. I know cosmetic don't mean crap when you own a lawn care business, but they do look sweet on a mower. Countryside Lawn, Billy, I don't know if you guys know who that is. He had Tweels on his mower, and he said he hated them because he got no traction. And you know, that is something to think about too. I did watch a lot of videos on, you know, is it worth it? I see a lot of people say it's not worth it. You might as well just buy, you know, spare tires and then just get them fixed. You can get plug kits for like $4, and if you get a nail, you can plug them up. That's what I had to do on my other mower. And I've ran it probably 15-20 hours already since I put a plug in it, and there's no air leaks whatsoever. It was literally a nail. Pulled it out, put the plug in, put some air in it, and it's good to go. But with this one, like I just said, it's the side wall. There's no plugging it. I sliced the side of the mower, which is gonna happen, I think, because, you know, we're always driving our mowers in areas we're not really familiar with, and it's really easy to puncture the side of the wall, and you can't really plug the side when it's a slice. So I'm really curious of what you guys would think, so please leave a comment down below, like, what do you prefer and why? Because I really am on the fence, and it's a huge purchase. So please, you guys, do me a huge favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. No, just kidding. But no, for real, leave a comment down below. Please help me out with this one. It's something I haven't done yet, but if I do get Tweels, they will fit on both my mowers, so that's really nice. And then like I said, they last a really long time. People have said that they outlast the mower by hours and hours and hours. So yeah, it's a good controversial thing to go back and forth to see if it's actually worth the $1,300. Let me know what you guys think. I'd really appreciate the feedback. I'm pretty sure for $1,300 I could buy like 10 sets of tires, but I don't have a tire machine, so I'd still have to bring them in. That's a lot of downtime. So I might have to consider the Tweels just on the downtime alone. So let me know what you guys think. I'd really appreciate it. So I just left one of my $50 weekly clients over here. I don't know if you guys remember, but a few weeks ago, I mean literally a few, it was like 3 weeks ago, she had me trim up her bushes for her in the front. There was 4 big bushes and then 1 small bush. I mean, they're like 4 feet tall by like 3 feet wide. And she texted me and said, Brian, would you do me a favor and trim up the bushes in the front of the house? I just want them to go below the window, because they were like 6 to 8 inches above the window. And so she just wanted me to take them down a little bit. And I said, you just want me to trim them just down past the window so that you can see out the window? And she said, yes. So I did that. And then fast forward 3 weeks, I sent her the invoice, and it was, I quoted her $50 to do it, because I was like, okay, this will take me like seconds. She just wants the stuff, you know, trimmed down a little bit. So I did that, and then 3 weeks later, sent her the invoice, and then she texted me this giant, sir, that's not a turning lane. You're not supposed to be in that lane at all. People are dumb. But anyway, she texted me and said, oh, man, I wish I could read the text to you guys, because it said something about, Brian, I wanted to let you know that I was not, what'd she say? Not satisfied at all with the way the bushes looked. And then I texted her back and I said, what about them did you not like? And then why did it take you 3 weeks to tell me that you're not satisfied with the way the bushes looked? And then she texted me and said, well, I just seen it on the invoice, so I went out and took a look at it and realized that I didn't like the way they looked. Guys, you know, and then I don't know if I showed you the front of I'm sure you guys, some of you have seen it, but you have to pull, like, it's the front of the house. I mean, you have to look at it when you're pulling into the driveway. Like, every single day for the last 21 days, she has pulled in that driveway and never looked and seen. I mean, where she parks her car, one of the bushes, she could reach out her window and grab it. But 3 weeks went by, and then she complains that she didn't like the way the bushes looked. Now, let me tell you exactly what happened. She got the invoice. It was for $300 because there was 5 cuts that week or that month, and then also the $50 I charged her to trim the bushes. Now, what had happened was she got that bill, and she did not like the price of that bill. She got it, and she was like, crap, it's $300. So she complained about the only thing that she had available to complain about. Now, had I not trimmed her bushes at all for that month, she probably would have complained about something in the lawn care. But I literally edge, weed whack, and mow her grass perfectly every week. So it's going to be really tricky for her to find something. But I'm sure she would have found something. But she complained, and her complaint was kind of stupid. But I'm pretty much sure she was just looking for a way to get, you know, some money off of her service. So she wanted to just complain about anything that she possibly could. And I was hot as soon as I got the text, because 3 weeks went by. Like, she texted me, I said yes, I'll get it done, and then the next day I got it done. And then I even texted her and told her, okay, I got the bushes trimmed up, the yards cut, because she just paid me that day for April's, the one cut I did in April. But you guys, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to like running a lawn care business. Like, you're gonna have these people out here that are just doing anything they possibly can to either piss you off or get your services even cheaper. And there's quite a few people out there that would have just gave her the service for free or took the money off the service and fixed the bushes at the same time. I would have done that had I, you know, did a bad job on the bushes, but I didn't. I did exactly what she asked me to do, and they are not the type of bushes that she was the second time around asking me to do. She wanted me to square them up, and I'm like, I told her, I said, ma'am, these are not the type of bushes that you do that with. And she didn't say nothing about that. But I just went back there again today, and I did what she asked, and I'll tell you, they look stupid. They look naked. They're just like dead brown sticks is all you can really see now. I should have took a video, you guys, to show you, but they look terrible. And you can tell they haven't been pruned in probably a decade at least. They're the type of bushes that you want to just keep them small and slowly prune. You don't want them to be gigantic. So hers are huge. They're big, but that's because, you know, they never got pruned. But anyway, sorry for the rant. I just wanted to tell you guys, there's people out there that are going to do that. Now, with that being said, you also want to protect your name and protect your company the best you can. And here's my advice for you. If it's not worth the squeeze, don't go after the juice, okay? If you have a customer who complains to you about something that you feel truly is just stupid, you're probably better off just leaving that customer alone. It's probably not going to be the first time. It's probably not going to be the last time. So whenever you can find an opportunity to let that person go, nice and easily. Probably not during their complaint, but if you can find a way to just back out of it, just tell them like, hey, I don't think we're working out. I appreciate the business. Thank you. Have a good day. Blah, blah, blah. Move on. I promise you'll get better customers. I have a ton of awesome clients that I love to death. Their yards are beautiful. They're fun to talk to. They're just good all around people. And there's a lot of people like that out in the world. And there's also a lot of people who are just nagging, annoying, love to complain, hate the world. They want to take it out on whoever cuts their grass. So I'm telling you, if they suck, just leave them alone, drop them, move on to the next person. You know what I mean? When you're first starting out, I know you're hungry and you want to get all the accounts that you possibly can, but dude, it's not worth like tearing your hopes down and making you feel bad about what you're doing and all this, that, and the other. So just want to tell you guys that little rant. Thanks for listening. What up, what up? Got another one done. Here we have, I did a double stripe method I seen somebody do on YouTube. So as you can see, I went this way coming towards me, and then I did 2 that way, and I think you get what I'm saying now. 2 that way, so they're almost just like giant stripes. I seen somebody do it on YouTube, so I figured I'd give it a shot and see what I come up with. But you guys, one of the messages I wanted to tell you was, when you are mowing lawns, when you're pouring concrete, when you're working on cars, when you're doing whatever it is that you do to provide a sustainable life for you and your family, and you're listening to music, take that opportunity to listen to something that's going to provide some kind of benefit for you in the future. For instance, when I'm doing my thing throughout the day, cutting lawns, I'm not listening to Eminem, I'm not listening to Drake, Kanye West, Toby Keith, you know, Morgan Wallen, anybody like that. I'm listening to Les Brown, Tony Robbins, I'm listening to Eric Taylor, I'm listening to all of the great people who have been at the bottom. For instance, Les Brown, E.T., and Tony, 3 people that are multi-millionaires. Well, see?
So you have 18 hours now available to your work, your family, your hobbies, and also to learn some.
But see, those 3 people were all, I'm getting emotional right now. Those 3 people were all in the same boat that a lot of us are in. When you have been homeless and hungry and eating out of trash cans and living in abandoned buildings, and you try to build something for yourself, like, one of the biggest things is to keep going. When you tell yourself you're gonna wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but your bed is so warm and it's so comfortable and you just want to stay there in the morning instead of getting up and tackling those battles, you lost that battle like first thing in the morning. So the rest of the day is just, you're losing more and more and more. So just like the little things, you guys, it's the little things. It's walking up your trash cans for your clients in the morning, or after, you know, when they're empty, just walking them up for them. It's picking up trash, it's cutting, you know, picking up the sticks, just the little things. Like, and you can do that with any business that you have. It's the little things that are gonna, for you, when you're thinking about what you did today, you get to tell yourself that you are great. So think of it like this. Let's say someone comes over and does something for you and you paid them, but they forgot to do something or they didn't do something right. You're gonna get up on them. You're gonna yell at them. You're gonna say, hey, this is not what I asked for, blah, blah, blah. But if you let yourself down and you do something you're not supposed to do, you're like, oh, it's fine. No, you need to discipline yourself as well. I'm telling you right now, if you're doing just enough, you're never gonna get to live on the big stage. You're never gonna be a multimillionaire. You're never gonna be able to pay off your house. You're never gonna get out of debt. You're never gonna stop hating yourself if you do just enough. A lot of you do just enough. I am out here doing so much, and in the back of my mind, I am still constantly thinking about what else I can do. how I can do it better. What else, you know, I'm setting goals. Like, I plan on being a multi-millionaire by the time I'm, you know, I'm 37 years old, so I got 3 more years. But the path I'm going down, it's doing it for me. I'm doing YouTube, I'm selling firewood, I own a lawn care business. Like, I just keep doing more and more and more things. I've got another business that I'm gonna start here shortly that's gonna be absolutely crazy. But you guys, owning a business is a lot more than just saying, oh, I'll cut your lawn for 50 bucks a week. Okay, great, let's move on, let's move forward, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's a mentality you have. There's a goal that I have, and it's to beat the monotonous of my day-to-day. For those of you that don't know what I'm saying, is if you don't do the same thing every single day and feel this overwhelming, like, boredness almost, or like overwhelming of, oh, I don't want to do this again every day, oh, I don't want to go to work. Like, there's so many people in this world that would love the opportunities that you have. There's so many people in this world that would just give anything to be where you are at. If your health is good and you have every single day, you get to walk, you're not in a wheelchair, you're not handicapped, like, you have so many superpowers that a lot of people don't have. Go out there, get it done, become the person you want to be, surround yourself with the people you want to be. Like, there's always an answer to all your problems. But if you're just gonna sit back and do the same thing, this is one of my favorite quotes in the entire world, is if you're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over but expect a different result, that's insanity. You need to go in the cuckoo house. That is not, you can't wake up every day and do the same 9-to-5 job, pay the same bills, live in the same house, eat the same foods, do everything the same, and think that one day you're gonna wake up and your entire life is gonna change. It's not even gonna change a little bit over the course of a decade. It's going to be the same thing, but you're just gonna be older, and everything that you wanted to get is gonna be harder to get. That's the hardest part. And then for me, it's the monotony right now of cutting grass and making these YouTube videos. For me, it's answering the phone the same way. It's like, there's so many things that I do every single day that it's the same thing, but I understand that if I keep at it and I keep going and I push through that monotony, that it's going to get better. It's going to get easier. I'm gonna have my other business started. My YouTube channel is gonna continue to grow. I'm gonna start getting all this revenue, and then all of my goals are gonna start being complete. And I have a ton of goals, you guys, a lot of goals that I probably have never even shared with you guys. But if you don't have goals, you don't know where you're going. You might as well just, you know, go back to bed instead of working that 9-to-5 job. A lot of you guys do just enough. And that's all I can say, is you do just enough. You work just enough. You complain just enough. You take a shower just enough. Like, when was the last time you looked at yourself and said, wow, I am not doing anything that I could potentially do? And a lot of us is, you become who you hang around, and that's big. If you want to be good or great, find out somebody who's done it, follow what they're doing, and keep moving forward. Get out of bed, get off your phone, go outside, do something that's going to help you win the next battle. If you don't have enough money in your bank account, we live in a time now where it is so easy to get more money, but you have just taught yourself, I've made it, my bills are paid, barely, but they're paid, you know. And then you take the little wins. You go to Taco Bell, or you buy yourself some new shoes, or you play on your phone and for a distraction, so that you know, like, you just have to move forward. You have to keep climbing that hill, keep grabbing more and more and more and more, and then just master what you're doing and just keep pushing forward. I'm telling you, if at the end of the day you ain't absolutely beat tired, but you're smiling saying, I kicked today's butt, then you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're doing just enough. And a just enough person is going to get you nowhere. Like Tony Robbins would say, if you just keep shoulding all over yourself, you're never going to get anywhere. Oh, I should get up early, or oh, I should read those books, or oh, I should go for a walk, or oh, I should spend more time with my family, or oh, I should start that business, and I should do this, and I should do that. I can tell you right now, if you're the type of person like me, you can make any business work. You could sell ice to an Eskimo if you had the mentality that I have, if you work as hard as I work, if you just use what you have and you sell your butt off. Like, I promise you, you will get somewhere successful in life. And it's the same thing with a lawn care business, landscaping, pool cleaning, any kind of business out there, you guys. If you're doing just enough, get rid of your expectations, because you're going nowhere in life. You're gonna blink, you're gonna be 60, and you're gonna be like, wow, all I did was pay bills. No, I want to move mountains. I want to help people. I have so many goals that need to be crossed off my list. I don't have time to sleep in. I don't have time to just sit around and complain and say, oh, I'm fat. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hot. My body hurts. I don't want to go to work. Blah, 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 blah. Like, everybody's in the same boat. We all have 24 hours in a day. Why is it that some people have billions of dollars and other people are barely making it by? And a lot of people just, you know, they can go back and forth with that all day long. But if you're not going to get up and get after it, then you might as well just, you know, stop complaining, quit wasting your oxygen, and just go back to bed. But for those of you that do want to make it, and you do want to grind, and you have the mentality, and you feel like you're stuck, I promise you're not stuck. You just haven't learned that some things take time. If there's something you really, 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 really want, like for instance, you want to start a lawn care business, but you keep telling yourself, well, I don't have the clients. Well, I don't have the equipment, or I don't have this, and I don't have that. Perfect. You have a problem, but yet you understand the solution. You don't have a lawnmower. Well, then go get a lawnmower. Well, I don't have the money. Well, then go get the money. Oh, I don't have the clients. Well, then go get the clients. I can promise you, people are not just going to show up to your house and say, hey, would you mow my grass for me? I know you're, you know, playing video games right now or watching, you know, your favorite TV show, but I would really appreciate it if you come take it. No one's going to do that. You got to go get it. If you're not willing to go get it and put in the work, put in the time, you really don't want it. If you're not gonna, you know, change the same lifestyle that you have, then you're completely content with where you are. The little safe space, the little bubble that you're in, that crappy job that you don't want to work, you're just telling yourself every day when you wake up, you're like, oh, it's fine, just enough, just enough, just enough. Next time somebody asks you if you want a large or an extra large, you just tell them, I want just enough. Okay? I hope that that advice helps you guys. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave them down in the comment section. If you need help starting something, growing something, building something, becoming a better person, ask. I have been doing this stuff for literally a decade. I've been listening to motivational speakers. I've watched tons of YouTube videos, seminars. I've read so many books. I've done a lot of different jobs, multiple businesses. Like, I've got uncles who are very successful. Just, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you feel like you're stuck and you need help and you need a push, you need some guidance, you need anything, that is fantastic. Because you are trying to move forward, but there's an obstacle in your way. And sometimes you just have to ask somebody else how to get through that obstacle. And then you got to dig down deep and find it if you have it. If you don't have it, then you need to go get it. And then once you got it, you master it, jump over that obstacle. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you could smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, I'd really, really, really appreciate it, you guys. We're about 100 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I really appreciate it for every single one of you guys that subbed to the channel. We are 1,000. Oh, we're almost at 1,000. We're 100 away. 100 peoples. And that's about 70-something% faster than most channels grow. It said most channels, it takes them about 18 months to get 1,000 subscribers. And I started my channel back in, I don't know, I didn't really put my first video up till about November. I did some experimental videos and stuff like that to see what would bite. But yeah, so you guys, please help me out. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.